Hey guys, Ben here. Welcome to episode 54 of my daily videos about copywriting. Earlier today I did a poll on LinkedIn and asking for what subject to choose for today's video, whether copywriting or getting more referrals. And since the results of that poll were 50-50, I'm just going to start with copywriting today and then do a video about getting more referrals tomorrow. So the subject for today's video is storytelling, and we spoke about it a few times already in earlier videos. And today I'm going to give you a very practical example of how you can use them to help your audience relate to you better and get to know you better. So let me give you an example. You have your own story, right? You have your own decisions you made and all these different factors that made you arrive where you are right now. All that is a story already. It is your path of how you got here. So you can actually look at yourself, look at your own story. What made you make the decisions that helped you to arrive in this career, in this situation, and then just talk about it. For example, I'm going to give you an example about myself. When I was back in the day, I always thought if you have a really great business or a really great service or product, it should automatically sell. Like if it's as good as anybody else's or even a bit better, it should just sell like this. Like there shouldn't be an issue because it's the best. I thought the quality is what matters and it will make people buy. And then I saw the same thing in personal life, because I don't know if you had the same thing happen to you, but when you have a really great idea and you expect people will see how great it is and you give it to them, you tell them, and they're not really enthusiastic as you are and they don't really get the idea or whatever, and you're just like thinking, how did that happen? Because I see the value in this idea but nobody else does. And then I saw, like one day it hit me, I saw the connection of how the same thing happens in business. You can have a really valuable product or service, but maybe someone else who is your competition who has lesser quality still sells better. And at that time I realized that there is an actual methodology, or there is knowledge or know-how on how to present something that is valuable in itself to someone else who might need it. Because just throwing it out there can happen that even the people who could benefit from it still won't buy it. So that was for me one of the turning points in my life, where I decided, okay, marketing is this technology to actually get great products to people who actually need it. It's not the technology of bringing shitty products to people who need it or shitty products to people who don't need it. It is connecting the good products with people who could actually benefit from it. At least that's how I see it. And that was my one of the milestones for me personally, why I enjoy the subject of marketing and why I enjoy connecting great businesses with people who could benefit from their services. So that was an example of an honest personal story of why I chose what I'm doing now. And you can do the same thing. You can look at your own story, at your own past, and at the decisions you made, why you ended up in this career, and what there are a few main realizations you had why you thought this was a good idea to do it. And then you can just talk about it. You can do it in a video like I just did. You can do it in your ad or on your website. And you might be surprised how many people will resonate with this openness or the same maybe thought process that you had. Maybe other people had it too. You never know. So that would be an example of how you can use storytelling in your own marketing to close the gap of being strange to your audience and getting familiar, building some rapport, because you never know. People might really enjoy hearing about this, and it might increase the chance of them actually considering to work with you. I hope you enjoyed this example. Maybe you can use it for yourself. Try to look at your own life and find those few milestone decisions and realizations, and then just talk about them and see what happens. That's all I have for you today. Let me know if you liked this, if you learned something, and if you did, leave a like and leave a comment about your story. I would be very interested, and I'll see you for tomorrow's video. Bye.